What's up YouTube? Capital G here, looking at a new Igknight card called Igknight Unite coming out of Invasion of Venom. It's a quick play spell, and I can definitely respect some new Igknight support. I say that because Igknight are kind of in like a little precarious situation where they've got 13 cards to their name, I guess 14 now, but I still largely consider them to be underdeveloped and kind of like undersupported because they don't have a lot of spells and traps. They have a couple of non-pendulum monsters that no one used that aren't really that good. They don't have really any extra deck support other than Ignisterane. In the future, we'll be getting Metaphosis, which pretty much operate identical to Ignites, but they're just like way, way better. So they're in a situation where Ignites are, I would say, in danger of being completely forgotten and irrelevant because there's a deck that operates almost identical to them that's like infinitely better. Well, not infinitely better, but much better in Metaphosis. And I don't know, these guys just don't have enough cards. You know what I mean? They don't have enough spells and traps. But this is Igknight Unite. And hopefully this will be a little bit of a band-aid or, you know, some type of like support that will help them. I think that they need defensive cards, but let's look at the card and see what we can do with this. It's a quick play spell. It says target one Igknight card you control. Destroy that card, then special summon one Igknight monster from your deck. Oh, by the way, you can only activate Igknight Unite once per turn. Okay, so if you know anything about Ignites, you know their playstyle is essentially to set up their pendulum scales, blow their pendulum scales up to search another Ignite, and kind of repeat that process until they have the extra deck filled and they have a full pendulum scale, and then they kind of just go YOLO, they pendulum summon everything, and then they start going into the extra deck, you know, usually things like number 86, although 86 is not their only play. I actually lost to an Ignite player a while ago. It was a girl, and she bust out Photon Strike Bouncer, and I was like, this deck doesn't have any stun other than 86, and holy crap, I got beat down by a Photon, because they have level 6s and whatnot. Now, the issue with that is the way that Ignites have to play, because they don't have any extra deck cards outside of Ignister to their name, essentially, they have to kind of be XC based, and that's fine. But the problem is, once you kind of lose that first board of XCs, you really don't have, like, you don't have any, there's no fallback. Like, you don't really have anything else left in the tank, you know what I mean? A deck like Metaphosis, and I hate to keep comparing them to Metaphosis, but they're extremely similar. Metaphosis, since they're fusion based, when they fusion summon, the cards go back to the pendulum zone, thus they can just resummon them over and over and over again. This card, in my opinion, is very good because it synergizes with the way that Ignites want to play, where Ignites are essentially blow up their own cards and then search. This card does that, it just special summons from the deck, so it would really, really be good with a normal summon. Assuming you don't have like the absolute perfect, you know, opening for Ignites, because sometimes the deck can kind of brick. This is really good because you can like normal summon, you can blow the monster up to 2 normal summon, get a different monster, hopefully set up for a stronger pendulum play, and then just the card that you normal summon, just pendulum it back. Now, what's really cool about Igknight Unite is the fact that it's a quick play, which means I don't know how many Igknight players out there actually run Igknight Reload. I think the card is really good. I just, you know, I don't know if it's necessary in Ignites. I run it in Cleaford. I think it's pretty good in that deck. But you can actually chain this to Igknight Reload, and you still will resolve it. Like, all you have to do is just activate Igknight Reload, you know, which is a quick play, and then activate this as Chain Link 2. Igknight Reload will be technically destroyed, but it would still resolve, and then you'd be able to activate the effect of Igknight Unite. So you won't actually take a neg, but we know that when it comes to pendulums, taking negs aren't really a big thing, because if you're going to pendulum everything back anyways, then you're really not taking any negs. Now, this is a nice start. I don't like the fact that it's once per turn. Like, you can only activate. I don't really, usually when Konami builds that in the card effects, they're basically saying that we don't know if this card could be broken, we're just not going to take the risk. Yeah, I don't really see that with this card because it's only useful in Ignites, you know what I mean? So I don't think that this card ever has really the potential to become broken. But what I think Ignites need, I think it would be kind of cool, outside of getting defensive cards, which would obviously be a bonus because they really just don't have, like, I mean, you have ways of getting big boards, but if your big board gets cracked, like, you know, rest in pepperonis, you're pretty much done. But I think it would be really cool if Ignites got a tuner. I mean, maybe you can say that Luster Pendulum is their tuner, but I think it would be cool if they got their own tuner and they got some synchros, because then when they summon those big boards, like it would synergize more than going for Exceeds where you lose your materials and they're pretty much gone forever. If you synchro summon, then you can get your cards back next turn because they go to the pendulum zone. So that would be really, really cool. Wait, did I say pendulum zone? They go face up on the extra deck. What the heck am I talking about? The pendulum zone. So I think this card is good. It's probably like maybe like a 1 or 2 of. I think that you'll definitely run it because it's just going to increase like the consistency of like the turn 1 really big boards with like Photon Strike Bouncer or potentially like number 86. But I just wish that they had better ways to like invest those big boards into big beefy monsters, but not have to give up everything. Because outside of really Ignister and going for like synchro plays, you're putting all your eggs into that one basket. Either that or give the deck, some like legitimate traps so that they can not have to completely rely on their turn 1 board so much, you know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think of this card. I think it's pretty neat. Thank you guys for watching as always.